Welcome to Showmance, the #1 show on YouTube doing deep dives on shows with no depth. And tonight we are here with episode 5 of In the City. And Mike just informed us that there's only 8 episodes, not including the reunion.
True. Those are facts.
Wowza. That's crazy.
Well, it makes sense. That's all Next Gen had.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Next Gen I think had 6 or 8, like one of the other. Yeah.
I mean, we're putting next gen up against these guys.
Well, I'm just saying, like,
I feel like all those kids have a ton of social media followers. And that's what's the best currency right now.
Yeah, I guess that's a good point.
yeah, they're so it's a first year show.
But it's a spin-off.
I understand.
I was
but,
just
like,
little stuff. I thought we'd get
see-
10, 12, maybe 10. I don't know, but 8 was a little, Seemed a little disrespectful to Kyle and Lindsay and my boy Kenny.
Kenny had a nice episode.
He did. He did a lovely episode.
Yeah, they gave him a little reprieve.
Yeah.
Great. All right, I guess you got to have a dead mom and a missing dad. To
No, you got to be a
Get
newbie. You got to
around in
pay
the
your
The
dues.
dad's not missing. The dad just wasn't
was.
in his son's life.
Missing.
Listen, I don't know if I said
I
this
found
before,
out
but
Kenny
like
and
all
I-
I know is that Kenny is on, I think, at least 3 of my thumbnails. And like I work really hard to only put people on there that are very
Superstars.
familiar and that the robots are going to see it and be like, shoot you into this people's feed because they watch this kind of thing. Like I don't around with new people. And he made it. Like he really commanded the room
incendiary
here.
character.
Yeah. So, you've gotten a lot of shit from us,
What?
but I think that's probably money in the bank. I think you're a lot more familiar now and people might see your face and know who you are. Maybe your dad could find you.
I think they found Whitney's a super sleuth, and she
Yeah.
found him.
Yeah.
How did no one check Facebook? Like, what
I
PI
know.
did you hire that wasn't like, let me just give it a goog?
Listen, this show's pretty fake, okay? Definitely like.
It's so dumb.
And then Deb's answering, hello, we've been looking
We've
for
been
you.
looking
Like
for
if somebody
you.
calls me and says, I'm your son, I'd be like, who the is this? Like,
Well,
this-
I
that
think
was
you
no
would-
surprise phone call.
Also, you would know because you gave birth to this person, so you wouldn't be surprised for someone to call themselves your son.
Right. Well, this is not the mom. This is the wife.
Yes. No, I thought you said if someone called me and said, I'm your
Oh,
son,
I'm
you would be
sorry.
surprised. I would be like, would you? I feel like I
No.
birthed something.
Okay, yeah, me.
But if someone
Yes.
called and was like, I'm Mike's son.
Then you get to be
Yeah, no, because
surprised.
I would be even more so like I'm like, what? Any money? Call someone else. What do you want?
my
You just kick my son away? Would you tell me that he called at least?
If your son called right now, I'd be like, no, that's your kid. If
I
he
don't have a
calls
kid,
us
by the
once
way.
we
That
ever get
has
an
some-
investor up in this bitch, I don't think so. You better call now. If you're this guy's son, you better call now. Or you're not getting
That's
through.
right. You want to get cut into this
Yeah.
future fortune?
Yeah.
Aki
I'll
or
be
never?
the guardian of that
Aki. I mean,
fortune.
ahora or never.
Only call if you know how to edit.
Yeah.
I've been telling her all the time, we can adopt some like 16-year-olds with a work permit.
No, that's
They're
literally
called
the-
interns.
That's literally
Great.
the
Get
an
only
intern.
reason.
They
Call
don't
them
have to- you don't have
whatever,
to
you can
adopt
call them
them.
whatever the hell you want. Call them the CEO. I don't care. Get to editing,
That
kid.
is the only reason Mike has second thoughts about like, should we have had kids? Is because he thinks
Yeah.
he could have a whole staff of people here working.
Bro, at this point, we would have a couple 15, 16-year-olds. Like, that's a working age kid.
My dad was never happier than when we were at the store. My parents owned a clothing store growing up, and my dad, like, if he was in his office upstairs, he could look out over like the whole pit
Yeah.
of the store. And my mom, my brother, my sister, me, we were all there. And
Yeah.
he's like, my dynasty.
That's how
My
you used to
grandma
do
would
it
call
back in the farm days. That's
Yeah.
how you had kids, had workers.
Okay, so
We are going to go super fast on this because we split the night with the West Side Scandal. So we've already been shooting for like 2 hours, I think. No, I'm serious. I didn't even do notes because I put together the
Side
Scandal
Scandal
stuff. I didn't have. I thought this is a monumental day. West Wilson got fired today. Round of applause for all the people that made this happen.
yes, my hat's off to you.
Yeah. So we really are out 90 minutes and go.
Okay. So we start off with Kyle taking the dogs out for a pish. Then Amanda is trying on her new bikinis. We had no idea this company went to do a second run with her.
Yeah, they
and I
did.
just feel like, I feel bad for the company.
Yeah. And when she said, first of all, that Sierra swimsuit, Sierra wouldn't be caught dead in that
No.
dog shit. That was the ugliest shit I've ever seen. That looks like It looks like some catalog shit.
Amanda would. This is why she's so full of it.
Yeah.
She would not wear these bikinis.
No.
How do we know that? Because she's on a summer show and we've never seen her wear her own bikinis.
Yeah.
What did you say the first time?
What?
What did you call it?
Bikini?
Did you say bikini?
No, she said bikini the second time, but the first time is I don't know, whatever.
Yeah, I said the real bikini, and then I said bikini.
Do you normally call it that?
Well, because of him.
Oh.
Yeah. But the first time, like it was oddly almost cuter than bikini. It was like it was like
maybe I called it a bikini.
a bikini, yeah.
something
And I'm
that.
like, oh, Courtney says bikini.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
crazy.
bikini.
No, that's something my sister called them growing up because she would call them bikinis.
Oh, bikini.
I didn't put on my bikini.
Yeah.
My best friend Orly calls pajamas, and I think it's the cutest thing ever. And so now I just call them pajamas.
Yeah.
That's cute.
Yeah. Anyway,
Sugar
okay.
bit pies.
These are terrible swimsuits. I'm sorry, they are. And they are doing everything to roast her because obviously the top is called Sierra, and she goes, "I'm gonna need to make new friends so that I, can keep naming things after my friends."
But you'll be lucky if a houseplant lets you name something after them, or one of your dogs. Maybe one of your dogs volunteer, but probably not when they realize that, like, where's Dad?
Yeah. The dogs
right.
are like, I want to go home. Yeah, you need to make new friends because you just destroyed the friend group that you had. You're probably not going to have any new friends.
Yeah, they're not so much an addition of friends; it's replacements
Yeah.
now.
You should name the next line of bikinis after the drugs that you do.
You should just name them Hokinis.
Those are your friends now.
Okay. After this, Gemma goes to maybe not her first baby influencer event, but one of, because she's only a year old. And
Gemma's brapping. Gemma won over my heart. Brapping. She's not even one, and she's out.
what's a brapping?
Brapping like brap, riding dirt bikes. It wasn't a dirt bike, but it's a kid version of a dirt bike.
Okay. I love Gemma.
When
so
Mike was
I'll-
really into dirt bikes, you would just hear him, like, he'd see a dirt bike guy go by and he'd go, bah!
Brap.
Like, that's just what you have to do if you're a dirt bike guy. Like, it's like
Holler.
it's like a bird call.
Oh,
It is.
God.
Travis once it said that he's like, is that because the bike went by and like we'll be on set and the bike will go by and I'm like, and he's like, it's like a dog whistle to you. He's like, you can't help yourself. A bike goes by and you got to go search it out and see where it. And I'm like, yeah, it's in your bones.
Okay,
Sorry.
well, that's nice for you.
Why?
909.
Sad for- Okay. You know how the only things I ask for in my next romantic partner is you're 6 feet tall and you're on your own home?
Yep.
Also, not to have that quality.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't
Please
even
no.
know. You
I
don't
do.
want a dirt biker guy?
I don't need to have blah as a part of my life for the rest of my life.
You didn't really do it right. If you
Oh, sorry.
have you been out on a dirt bike adventure?
We're trying to get this episode done in an hour, so I'm going to say no. We're going to wrap it up. Okay. Yvonne is hungover. Parenting is brutal when you're hungover. Georgina's son is in all green, and Nick agreed to have a baby. That's all that happened this scene. It was so dumb.
Nick agreed to let's get it straight. But also, I think I like Georgina a lot. I think she maybe needs some help with her kids.
She's
No,
probably
I like
exhausted.
it.
I know. I'm not saying I'd like just
Oh, yeah.
the chocolate and I can't tell if she's a comedian and I'm just supposed to laugh because it's funny, or if I'm like, are you really letting your kid eat a stick and like, because like I would be that kind of parent, like whatever I ate, like you just whatever, you're a kid. But the chocolate and the diaper and the poo, that
Here's
I'm
the thing.
like,
Kids are nuts, right? So like one day my parents came home and I was eating dog food and nobody stopped me. They're like, I don't care. I'm too tired. We have two other kids. We run our own business. We work 6 days a week. It's fine. It's protein. I'm sure there's protein in there. I shoved so many raisins up my nose that my mom had to get like tweezers to pull them out. I just turned around. I'm like, I can't breathe. Like there's just I would run away all the time. I would stack boxes so that I could hit the garage door, and then I would walk across the street as like a little child, at like 5 years old. I would cross the street and I would go over to my neighbor's house, Mary, because I wanted to play with Kitchen Like Mary's. And my mom would just be like, "Oh, it's so nice and peaceful in this house right now." And then the phone would ring, and she would be like, my neighbor would say, "I have Courtney," and my mom was like, "This fucking kid," but like they didn't care because they just knew. They used to say to me all the time, if anyone kidnapped you, they would return you right away.
Yeah.
So like, I just think you get to a point, which is probably why I go to therapy. That's for another episode of Showmance. Point being is like, you just get to a certain point where
we've kidnapped you here and we haven't gotten rid of you.
well, no, because you want me for the reason they didn't want me, because I never shut up.
Get in where you fit in.
Yeah.
People will be like, oh my God, Courtney's so cute. Do you wonder if someone would steal her? My parents are like, God, no one would want her. They love me though so much, or at least I tell myself.
Sounds like it.
Anyway, my point is, I think that's right. I think Georgina is just a parent of a Corky.
She also seems like, I hope that she's just someone that knows already that like people could roast her for this stuff, and it could become like, she's going to be like, it was a joke. Oh my God. But like, I would like her to just keep doing it and leaning into it. And like, it would just be so cool if she understood that and didn't give a shit like about what, because people are going to be like, chocolate has blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't know. But like, I feel like there are going to be a group of people that are going to harass her all the time. I hope she's the kind of bitch that like gets like entertainment out of that. You know?
I hope she's the kind of bitch that turns around and is like, chocolate is derived from this, that, and the other. How do I know that? Because I went to medical school.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. What?
Yeah.
What was your last year of further education?
I guarantee you. Yeah, I think that's what I'm saying. Like, I can't. And right now, I'm going comedian. Like, it's funny.
Yeah.
But I think that if someone was like, oh, did you know chocolate? You could find just as many articles that are like, oh no, there's people in South America doing chocolate baths and they live to be 742 and their skin is like a baby.
Yeah. Totally.
So,
It would be funny if she was like, do you know how much I charge for this in my office?
Totally.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Just put choco diaper.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, up next, Kyle and Kenny meet up. Kenny brings up the whole spark conversation again. He felt like everyone was closing in on him. Kyle says, it's a big understanding. Quote, I'm not saying he said there's no spark. Clearly they're in love. He's just questioning, is there enough love for it to last?
Mike nailed it again. I know we're in a hurry, so we can move on.
Or that was just your own comment?
That's your own note on this scene.
Yeah, that was just, I'm just saying what the people are going to say probably. But.
Okay, listen, I will give you that. You were right about that, because you did say, I feel like the spark he was talking about was, is this the right spark? Is this the spark that's just like, oh, it's a spark? Or is it the spark that says like, this is my person? What I thought was, this is why it's going to be hard for me to take a lot of accountability here.
Because you're you.
And a B, because we all know they showed us different flashes of that conversation the entire time. I think that you, and this is a compliment to you, sir, because I think that you derived that almost on your own. I don't even think that they included the stuff in the original scene that we saw this week that would prove that what you said was correct. I think that you just actually guessed that by like kind of how he was going about saying it. This show has gone out of its way to show us 17 different renditions of that talk. So like, I'm not going to I'm sorry. It's not my fault that like I was not able to gauge like what, but also I don't even think that we even really went too hard on like what the spark was.
I never said, my problem was.
Oh yeah, I don't even, there's no accountability to be taken here. I forgot, sorry.
Way to backpedal into Shitsville. What I was saying is if some guy asked me to move across the country and was just kind of like, I'm 50-50 on this person, that would not be cool for me. Like, that's me. Whitney clearly, and also we've heard that Whitney's only here for her career. Miniature. She always loves to compete with me when I'm making a point.
I wonder if it's because your voice is bouncing back, because your voice bounces harder than anyone's. So and she says that the cat behavioralist says that they yell at the wall because they like the echo sound. So I wonder if she is competing with you. She's like, oh, well, no, wait, I have got my own.
Yeah, compete with that. Stop doing that. You're being a bad kitten.
Okay, sorry. Please do go on.
So anyway, I was just saying that my problem is that Kenny talks about Whitney like she's a golden retriever and not a real person. And that when he is saying that's why what Andrea said it still makes sense. The future is murky. If you don't know if the spark is there for you guys to go all way, that is an indefinite, that's an undefined future.
Yeah.
Murky. What other adjectives can we use here?
Yeah. Yes, all of that, I take nothing back. So what I thought was really the funniest thing about this whole thing was that Kenny was clearly there and teed Kyle up for for a perfect apology, because this really all stemmed from Kyle's relaying of everything to everyone. Kenny is weird about how he was kind of talking all over the place, and I just think, listen, I said it from the jump. Don't use spark. There's a million other words. Like spark is such a, we all are we hear spark and we think that attraction, that zing, that like, it's a spark, it's a chemistry, and like I'm interested here. It doesn't mean commitment. It doesn't mean marriage. No. It doesn't like that.
In fact, commitment and marriage is like the polar opposite of a spark.
Yeah. It's when the spark is gone and you still know I want to spend my life with this person. Yeah. But so what I thought was funny was that it was Kyle who just needed to really apologize, and like Kenny teed him up for that perfect apology, and then he's like, oh yeah, no, I was just saying it because like what you were saying was like so relatable to me because that's what I'm going through. So Amanda, like he literally just turned the entire thing into his own, like it was no longer the scene. I'm sure on the call sheet was labeled Kyle and Kenny get together to hash out and
the spark,
resolve the spark issue. I don't think Kyle saw it that way at all. Kyle was just like, so anyways, now back to me, Amanda's moving out today. And then when it does flash back to what he told the guys, he said it to them about a spark, and they were like, huh, a spark? And he's like, yeah, it's kind of like how I'm feeling. Like Kyle needs a buddy. No, I don't think anyone's listened to Kyle at home for 10 years. He needs someone to talk to. And that's all this was about, I think.
I think it's probably a lot of bit that. And then like, listen, we're 5 episodes in. And 4.5 of the episodes have been about Kenny, his girlfriend, whether there's a spark, whether it's a spark that's long last, whether he said spark, whether it's murky. Like the entire season has been about this dude and this conversation that Lindsay started 20 minutes in S1. Yeah. Like, so there's probably a little bit of Kyle and Lindsay being like, God damn it, why did I press him so hard? Like this motherfuckers took our show now. It's all about him. He's getting all the scenes. Everyone's shitting on him. Poor guy. His mom's dead. Like Lindsay's probably like, I might have that one up. I should have gone after the
Danielle.
Somebody. Like anybody.
Yeah.
But this guy was like, and I think they're probably a little, I think Kyle's probably like, no, dude, I appreciate that you're here, Kenny, but like this is my show. And Kenny's
back to
like,
me.
No,
bullshit,
dude.
bullshit, my line.
Kenny's like, no, I stole
bullshit,
your shit.
my line, my line.
Yeah, right.
You know what I think? Okay, Kyle is not someone. Well, God, I go back and forth on this because I also just feel like Kyle and Lindsay. Like, yes, they are all me. They're literally their own 2-man band, me, and the Gimme Gimmes. Like they truly are that. But also, they are veterans enough and so busy also in their own lives to know this show needs more than just the two of us.
For sure.
And so, like, I could see Kyle kind of handing that, like, kind of telling Kenny, like, you should hit Lindsay hard on day 1. Or Lindsay even saying, come at me, bro. Like, because they have to
Lindsay
establish these people
him.
fast. They got 8 episodes, they got
to make a bang.
They have to make a bang. And I think
is
that
not on their
Lindsay
side.
now, Lindsay 10 years ago would not having it. Lindsay right now, mom and multi-hyphenate of influencer, MILF and Gemma's mom and all the things, I think she knows like it's going to take a village to get this show off the ground. We need a season 2, all hands on deck. Who's willing to throw in right now?
Yeah,
the ring.
and I mentioned it at I don't know when, but that I feel like Kenny was probably brought on to to battle Lindsay. Whether he wins or loses or it's 50-50, like that, they were probably like, oh, Kenny can go to toe-to-toe with Lindsay all day long.
Now, toe-to-toe is...
again, whether it's toe-to-toe doesn't mean he's going to win every battle. He's going to lose some. That just means that, like, he's willing to do it. He's willing to stand up and run it for 5 episodes.
Yeah. Kenny said a lot of words that I think that people flag and hear right off the bat misogyny in them. And so I don't think that was the greatest introduction for Kenny, but I also think that Kenny might understand that, like, you get your intro how you get it. Like he either is that guy and that's a bummer, or he's like, no, I'm paying my, like, I'm going to do it. And it's going to spark a lot of controversy and a lot of like emotion from people, and people are going to be fighting about it, and that's what you want on any show. So I don't know where I am with that, but I'm totally open to this being a group effort of like everyone just understanding what the assignment is.
Same.
Yeah.
Up next, we have, I liked this scene. It was with Danielle, Owen, Nick, and Yvonne. They go for Jenga, food, and drinks.
What is this place? There's the oversized games.
Oh, I like places like that. I feel like they got it from Soho House because Soho, well, at least some of the ones in the UK. I don't know if the ones, because I feel like LA never had this. There's games there. So you could like be spending, I spent such a great like rainy day there and had like an English breakfast with this guy that I was dating. And we pulled out Scrabble and you can play all these games and it's so fun. You just get Bloody Marys.
But oversized games?
Dude, think about the
They're all
Parker in Santa
oversized
Barbara.
games.
Or not Santa Barbara, in Palm Springs. They have that gigantic chest, like it's like human-sized chest.
Yeah, I mean, that's a thing that's been around. I've never seen
called? The croquet. Like
I've
they
seen
have
the
a
big
bunch
Jenga
of like
pieces.
I've seen the big Jenga,
Yeah.
but like I've never seen a place that's all oversized games.
Well, I think one, it's harder to lose a piece if everything's oversized.
That's true.
Two, it's like it's their shtick, it's their thing.
It's good for Instagram.
Yeah, I really like it. I'm into it.
Yeah.
They asked Danielle how things are going with Lindsay. She says, good, we're baby stepping it. Nick then does a toast to Mexico because apparently that's the only place that Nick and Yvonne are legally married, which is kind of funny.
If you get married in Mexico, you're not married in the United States?
I think that's, you have to like then
Well, did
go
you get your marriage
do the,
license
like, yeah,
in-
you have to get your marriage license. You have to like, it's not recognized.
But even if you get married in the States, it's not recognized unless you get a marriage license.
Well,
Right. But like when they got married in Mexico, like did they have to get a marriage license there?
No, they're probably joking that like it's only legal there because they just had like someone,
Okay.
ordained minister or something doing it.
Got it. Okay.
I don't think they went to the town hall of Cabo and got their marriage license. Owen, and then they start talking about the Danielle being upset about, people saying that they had an affair, and Owen is saying, he's still in the divorce process, and she says it sucks because her people are making this big thing out of nothing, and she's so happy and she's so at peace. And I mean, I don't know. This is going to sound so contradictory because of the whole West and Amanda thing, but I would like a timeline on this relationship because right now I'm believing them because I have no reason to not believe them. It just seems, it's not like it's okay if he cheated, but I just wondered, like, was it cheating or were you guys separated, but you were still living together? And then like, I can't really hate on you for going out and being with someone, but I guess someone could look at that as cheating. But if you were separated, I don't know.
Like I said, Danielle is a person who, like, I don't know what the timeline is, but I think that Danielle has wouldn't let some pesky wife get in her way of happiness and like a possible father of her future children, So like, I don't think that Danielle is some like ethical creature that's like, no, I need to, you're clearly still married and live like, but I don't know anything else. So
this is so lame and ridiculous and total speculation and all kinds of dumb.
That's our whole show.
Yeah, totally. I also feel like Danielle would get off on having a dude with an accent. In the same way that she was like, my wife is getting in my way. Just like, boy crazy. Oh my God, Annie's got an accent. My boy has an accent. Like, just check.
And he's a founder like me.
Yeah, good God almighty.
I do. Okay, I'm not jumping ahead because that's my one rule. Don't jump ahead.
We can't now. We're just trying to get out of here in 90 minutes.
We only got 36 minutes.
Yeah. Okay. But the only reason I'm believing her that there wasn't an affair there is because of something she says later on in the episode. But I'm not going to get into it because I'm not jumping ahead. I just want to earmark this for everybody. Okay. So,
Wait, let me ask you: is it that it's like a thing, like it's an insecurity of hers? Yeah, that to me was an Amanda moment. That's where she's like Amanda to me.
Okay. Well, we're gonna get there.
We're gonna get there.
Whitney and Kenny go for a
90
run,
minutes or less.
which I don't believe that they were actually running. That was so silly. Just let them walk.
Yeah.
Just let them walk. I don't need you to faux run for me.
No.
Kenny talks about tracking his dad down. They haven't had a relationship in 25 years. Apparently, I guess his dad, I don't know if his dad was British or is, he would still be British, but he was for some reason living in the UK and Kenny would go over there, but he just started feeling some kind of way about it because he wanted to stop going. He had his dad had another family over there, and the mom said, if you don't want to go, you don't have to go. So he didn't go. And they lost touch, and they haven't spoken since.
Can I just tell you that happened to me, where like I didn't want to go to see because my mom remarried to someone in California, and I was supposed to go back for 3 months every year. Like that was the court order. And I never wanted to go because all kids want to do, it's summer. It's the summer. I just want to go to summer camp. I want to go to so-and-so's birthday. My birthday was in the summer. Like, well, I'm supposed to have my birthday in Oklahoma with who? My next door neighbor? Even though I did love her. She was like one of my best friends there. But still, like you just, as a kid, you just want to. And my mom would try to tell my dad, she doesn't want to go. And he'd go, I don't give a good goddamn what she wants to do. I'm her father. She don't know it.
That's what I was thinking this whole time. Like, if I had a kid, I would just be like, I don't care. You are my child.
Yeah.
I love you. We are building a relationship. Your candy ass is going to be here and you're going to like it.
Yeah. And it would take me like 3 days to be like, I live here now.
Yeah.
You know, like you put your clothes in the drawer and I live here now.
Yeah.
And then when I would leave, I'd be bummed. So I think if you got a kid and you're in a different state kind of thing, just hunker down and get them there because
Unless
it's so
it's a
important.
bad situation.
Yeah,
We're not saying if there's violence.
But if you just want to go to Kimmy's birthday party next
No.
week and you're going to miss it, I'm sorry, Kimmy will have a million more birthday parties,
That's right.
God willing.
And you might not even be friends with Kimmy later.
Yeah, and Kimmy might blow your boyfriend while you're at, well, and you'll really want to stay home. Let her. You don't need them.
I don't even want to say this now. It's another thing that he said I can a little bit relate to is that because his dad had a new family and he was like, I didn't feel like, he kind of said, I don't remember what his exact words were, but he was like, I didn't feel like I kind of belonged and like, I felt like almost like a burden to this guy that has this whole other family. Like, why am I still here? Why do I keep coming here? Mm-hmm. Right. And why are you laughing?
You think Stan Abel didn't have a whole other 9 families that I had to integrate with?
I was talking about experience, like what I can relate to is my mom.
Oh, sorry, I thought you were talking about Kenny, and I'm always going to go hard on Kenny. I didn't mean to go hard on you, Boo Pie.
I'm just his whole thing about being like, oh, I don't want to go anymore because I don't feel like I kind of like he belongs there, or like why this guy has a whole new family. Like, why am I going to keep coming here? This is weird. It feels weird. My mom got married when I was 10. And then got divorced when I was 12-ish. So it didn't last long. But like I kind of latched on to, that's my dad. When you're like, I thought you said you grew up with a single mom. I did. But you also talk about having a dad. I do. He's my stepdad and I call him my dad. And I always think like, oh my God, I have that same feeling of like, this dude married my mom. 2 years later, they were divorced, and I'm still here 30 some odd years later being like, you're my dad. He's probably like, I'm not.
Not
he's totally
That's
not.
your
But
dad.
when Kenny said that, I was like, oh, I get that. I know that feeling of
But
like,
here's the thing.
just not wanting to be around because
You're the
feel like-
child, right? Kenny was the child. So it's for the parent to not make the child feel that way. Like, your dad and Kenny's dad.
But it doesn't matter because my dad's amazing. He never once made me feel the exact
I thought you were talking about your
opposite.
biological dad.
I never met my biological. I have no idea who he is.
You're saying when you would go to see your dad after your mom and dad divorced, not your biological dad. Your
Correct.
dad.
I've never met my biological dad.
Got it.
Don't
His
know.
stepdad is his dad.
When I say my dad, I'm talking
Yes.
about Steve, the guy my mom married when I was 10.
Yes,
Who's
I
taking
know
me to
that
Cabo in 3 months.
that I knew. I didn't know that you didn't know who your dad was.
Yeah,
So
no.
I was thinking you were going to see your biological dad.
No.
And you had that feeling.
So multiple factors of like things that I related to with Kenny. He hasn't known his dad for basically his whole life. Never met my dad. And then he has this feeling like the reason that he left was that he was like, he didn't feel like he belonged there anymore. Like he felt like his dad had moved on. And my dad has never, my stepdad, never, the exact opposite, has only made me feel like, cool, yeah, gotcha. Never once has made me feel like I don't belong or that I'm not his son. He's remarried now. Like his wife who has like, she's like, oh no, I got 5 boys or 4 boys and you're one of them. I'm like, okay, cool. Like, so but I still feel that way. I still feel like, oh, I'm burdening them if I'm like, want, whatever.
Can I just tell you? I'm sorry I'm interrupting, but I just have to tell you. They came here just in the last couple months to go to something here, and they brought so much stuff. So Steve's wife, Lori, how long have they been married? Like 1,000 years.
Yeah, 30 years. Yeah, long time.
They're like soulmates. They're like, she's the one that said, Steve still puts my seat warmer on every time I get in the car. Like they're very.
Give me a Steve universe.
They came here and they brought every single thing. Like they brought like albums and boxes. They saved everything Mike ever drew, ever wrote, ever like. This is not a dude that saw this as like, oh, I was married for 2 years with this lady that had this kid who was, in and out. Like they had everything. And years after that, photos that they just, I think, probably accumulated from like the brother or I've never seen such care put into preserving a life that they did.
So where did that feeling come from, Mike? Just your own stuff?
Probably.
Big time.
But see, here's what's different. Then, right? Because clearly your dad has made it known time and time again, as any incredible parent like your father does, because that's what I was saying, because you're the child, that like, no. I want you here. You are my child. Here are all of the things that I keep of yours because I just want to be close to you and I'm so proud of you and I want to Memorex everything that you've done. It doesn't, and listen, we don't know Kenny's dad. We haven't, I can't like how Natalie said they showed up with all of this stuff. That clearly shows
hard drives, albums. They made us a calendar with her own printer. Like you just don't do that stuff for someone that you don't.
I like I said, they have never made me feel that way. Right.
And let me tell you, Steve was more than happy to be the recipient of that.
And honestly, and that's my point. Like that, from what we know, that doesn't seem like Kenny's dad, because there's just no way Steve would let you not be in his life. It doesn't matter if there was an ocean between you guys. That is my kid.
Yeah. And they're so similar. Like they're both artists. They both just have like, I don't know. I think that both of you guys like spotted something in the other. And
it's like a soulmate connection. Yeah.
Well, yeah. And I think that there was a lot of things that even when I met him, I was 9, 10. So like influential age. But like my mom would say like, oh, your dad and I got divorced because when in the mornings, my priority was you and your brother and his priority is coffee and a cigarette and then you and your brother. And I would always be like,
are you sure we're not really related?
I can get this. Yeah, that's
are you sure this
my
isn't
dad.
my bio dad?
Yeah,
you didn't just
seriously.
loop back around, but you didn't want to make him look back.
Yeah, no, like, cause that like 100%, like, no, sorry. I'm coffee. I don't smoke anymore, but I wish I did. Cause a coffee and a cigarette, and then we'll talk.
Yeah. And for the record, I felt so badly for Kenny when he was saying like, I don't feel as though I have a place here in this family, and I'm uncomfortable, and I don't want to go. To me, it's always the parent's responsibility to say, no, you are my child. You have a place anywhere I am.
Yeah, and you have to come. Sorry, court order.
As nuts and tough as my parents are, my dad has always said to me, as long as I'm alive, you have nothing to worry about.
Yeah.
And I will take care of anything for you. He's never had to because he's raised an incredibly responsible adult, but shit can happen at any time.
Yeah.
So whatever, I'm not trying to tempt the universe, but like, to me, that's what, like, and that's what your dad says to you. That's what your dad said to you. Like,
yeah.
That's what dads are supposed to do.
Yeah, man.
Okay, so after this, he does talk about how, repairing these things kind of makes him feel like maybe he'll let go of his fear of abandonment and just these other things that, no one gets out of, what's that saying? Like, no one's getting out of here alive.
Yeah.
No one's getting out of childhood unscathed. I had a pretty idyllic, wonderful childhood. There were still things that happened that I see affect me as an adult. You're a human being living in the world. So I hope that does happen for Kenny, genuinely. And then the PI calls and just says, hey, we contacted, and this is the other thing that makes me wonder, like, what's going on with his dad, because he said, we contacted your half-brother's son and got some information. Like, if Kenny's dad had this great relationship with his new family, wouldn't that's his grandchild.
I didn't even think about it.
Wouldn't it be like, oh, that's my grandpa. He's the best guy in the world. Here's his phone number. Let's call him right now on a 3-way call. Like, It just seems, and I get that he says, we've been looking for you. There ain't, in the great words of Mama Joyce, ain't no mountain high enough, ain't no valley low enough to keep me off your ass. And I know she was talking about Todd. And by the way, unfortunately, she was right.
Yeah.
I can't believe what you did to my girl Candy, Todd. Anyway, there's nothing in the world that would keep your like, I know your mom so well.
Yeah.
There's nothing in the world that would keep Gina from finding you, being with you. Same with my mom. Like, that's what parents do, man. If you're a good parent, but not everyone's a good parent.
No, this guy kind of sucks right now. I just like, I can't believe that he would let that much time go on. Like, as he was a kid, to let all that time go on, and then to now be like, just when she said like, we've been looking for you, and I'm like, Kenny doesn't seem like a low profile guy. It seems pretty easy to find a dude like Kenny.
Yeah.
And then even it was also fairly easy to find the dad. So like, I don't know, like, again, I'm giving a lot of leeway to this show. They are having to establish some things that like might not all be as, detective happening in real time as they're trying to play it out. But anyway, I think it's weird that the dad let that much time go by and then try to act like we were looking for you. Were you looking for us because production called you? Production from a show that he's on now?
This is
and like
Kenny from the TV show, right? Yeah, Kenny, we've been looking for you. Hey, Bob, it's Kenny.
Yeah.
Kenny from the TV show.
Yeah. Or he wasn't on a TV show
kid.
before. Now he is. He's getting a call from production and being like, so your son, I'm calling from such and such. Well, what's that? It's a show. It's on Bravo. It's an NBC affiliate, whatever. Not affiliate, but whatever. And like,
that's a
so
network
now
my
I'm wondering,
Housewives
like,
is on.
Yeah. Those housewives. I love those housewives.
All of a sudden, Kenny's dad is Southern. I think he's British.
I know.
I'm talking about Debbie.
Oh, Debbie.
Oh, Debbie did. Well, she's from Florida. We've been looking for you.
That's more
that's
northeast.
not Florida.
That's a northeast transplant.
Like
Florida.
Which one of these people did not go to acting school?
Yeah. Okay, so now we get to the trolley trip to promote Loverboy. They're gonna go do like a bar.
This is so weird.
This was so
friggin'
uncomfortable.
weird. The whole thing, I was like, I don't understand what we're doing. Is this a segment from The Apprentice? Like, what is happening?
No,
here?
all you need to know is that to enjoy the scene, all you need to know is that Amanda has no idea that she's going to be found out any minute, and she's got so much confidence in like letting people know and being I'm Amanda Batula and I'm a real live girl and you're gonna listen to me, not realizing that like the jig is so up. Bitch.
So up. This was, if you didn't watch it, go back and watch our West Side Scamando. Because I talked a little bit about this, but this was the part where I was like, I grew up in Orange County and went to Newport Harbor High and Ensign Junior High. I grew up with a lot of rich kids, a lot of kids with rich parents, as you'll see in the previous episode. I did not have money, single mom. But these kids, their parents had done amazing things. Their grandparents had done amazing things. I'm not saying they're nice, wonderful people, all of them, but they had done amazing things and had amassed great wealth because of it. And most of these kids thought that that's what they had done.
Yeah.
Oh, if my dad did it, that means I did it. If grandpa did it, that means no, grandpa just left you a trust, shithead. You haven't done anything. You're a sophomore in high school. You're 17, 16, 15, like. And they just were like, what? No, I get all the same treatment that no, you don't. You don't. You shouldn't. And I got in a lot of trouble in high school.
That was just what my dad was like, you live here because I let you live here. This is not yours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like them or hate them, choose you. I'm not saying anything. But Ashton Kutcher and what's her face?
Demi Moore?
Mila.
Oh. They did an interview once of, I think Mila Kunis was doing an interview, and they're like, how do you talk to your kids about being wealthy and rich? And they're like, our kids aren't wealthy and rich. Mommy and daddy are wealthy and rich. Like, our kids don't even have a job. Like, she laid it out the whole,
really
she's like, they
don't
have any money. Like, mommy
she's
and
like,
daddy.
I told her every day, you have shit.
You don't dick all. You have whatever you have because mommy and daddy pay for it. Mommy and daddy are rich as like, you guys can be that, but you're not that.
That's right.
I was like, yes, that's how you teach your kid. So I was watching this scene, and we've had a bunch of people now at this point, not a bunch, plenty, enough, say, "Oh, I went to school with Amanda in New York, and she's a bratty, pretentious, snotty little mean girl, and her little mean girl clique, and Katie, they're just bitchy little mean girls." And this scene, I was like recalling every comment that we've had of that, and then recalling all these little idiots that I went to school with. Which is why I hung out with all the Gardner's kids. So all my friends were Mexican kids, and we just laugh at them. But like that, I was like, "Oh, you're a rich kid. You're just a bratty rich kid, and somebody needs to Danielle, whatever."
You know how
fighting is not the answer always.
What is it?
Sometimes
fighting.
Oh, fighting. Oh, yeah, it is.
Sometimes.
You know how I was saying a few episodes ago about the West and Amanda of it all, that it's almost when you are committing a crime over and over again, you know, you're stealing from someone, you're sleeping. I mean, adultery is not a crime in that respect, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden you get so comfortable in it that you just start slacking off and you start,
getting
I left
sloppy.
right. And I feel like Amanda, just like you said, she doesn't realize that the tsunami that's coming for her.
Yeah.
And she's getting so sloppy. So when she says at the beginning of this scene, she just outed herself. This is what we've all known about you, but we didn't know we knew it until this whole affair stuff started, or whatever, scandal. Amanda says, "Oh, I've got so much going on in my life right now, like packing and moving." First of all, that was chosen. That's not like, "Oh, I have a child that I need to take care of," or
Also
a parent
chosen.
sick. But yes, also chosen, but like a sick parent, or, you know, work's been really crazy and I'm working 2 jobs to make ends meet. No. You chose to get a year lease somewhere and have to move all of your shit or pack up all your shit to move out for a year. And she goes, but this relationship is a priority. It's not, Amanda, and we know it's not. And she's here to support in the most Amanda way possible, half-assed, but still present.
Okay. Here's the thing about that. That you'll notice it is an outfit from that confessional where the jig is already up. So I would bet a bajillion dollars that she had a little powwow with a couple producers, like, how are we gonna, because now things are happening, now things are out, this is gonna be rough for you. We kind of have to, you might want to add some self-deprecation to your interviews. You've never done that before, Amanda. You've always been right as rain, on your soapbox, the martyr, the one just taking it, and this guy, am I right? You know, and like, so you're going to have to add in some, like, you know, how I like barely show, like, you know, because because people are already saying that this is the vibe where we've already gotten, here's the data on it, you know, like this is what people think of you. So I heavily believe that because that is literally the first self-deprecating comment I've ever heard her made that I can recall. I don't know about you guys.
No, I didn't clock. It was one of the new interviews, so that makes perfect sense.
It's that outfit with the buttons and the...
I totally believe you. I
she
didn't
said
clock
what?
it.
When she said, so I'm going to show up how I do,
right,
half-assed
yeah.
but present, you know, and she kind of like smiled when she said it, and I just feel like it wasn't natural. I feel like a producer said, like, we need to we're
going to feed you the lines.
Yeah, we're going to help you become stomachable for the next
You
however
don't
many
know
episodes.
if you've noticed, but people hate you.
Yeah. Here's Coca's post.
That's right.
May I introduce you to
Here's all
Coca?
of the comments.
Yeah, it's okay. Stop crying.
Okay, so...
But everything else that you said, all aside from that thing,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm moving. You want to know who else packs and moves every day? Kyle Cooke, packing that Loverboy up, getting in the car, moving over to whatever bar will have him, whether it's some podunk town or whether it's Miami. Like, he will go anywhere and sing for his supper, not a problem. And she has literally added one thing to her day, which is, I have to move.
Also,
Oh my! And I think Kyle's didn't she say, "Can't we just load up your car?"
Yeah.
Also, I'm just gonna pile on and be a dick, but you earned it. Can you say you're moving if you've got movers? Can't you be like, I've got movers,
Dude?
Like, isn't there a semantics thing that's going on?
If
you're a twat
her,
face, if you're not a twat face, you get a little.
I know I wanted to say that, but I'm just thinking maybe she like threw some sweaters in a box.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe she had to be there to receive
She did.
boxes.
She didn't even take the paper towel holder. She had her friend take it. She packed nothing.
So after this, Whitney can't come, or not Whitney, sorry, Georgina can't come because she's got some Scrotox appointments. They pop into bars.
I'll be honest, I didn't want to know, but I didn't know that that's what Scrotox was. That takes
even
the
when
little
Zach did it
rinkies
last
out.
year?
I don't think he explained it properly.
Okay.
How much explaining do you need? Scrotum and Botox.
But
And also
I guess I
Botox
didn't like.
just really does.
I mean, you guys have seen nutsacks. Like those are pretty wrinkly.
Yeah, they're like Sharpays.
Yeah. So like, how much Botox is going in your nuts?
Probably a lot, but I think it's also about like it probably makes them sit up a little higher too.
A little more buoyant.
Well, yeah.
Do you think they get a little puffier?
Okay, well, I don't know.
Asking for a
yeah,
friend.
We're on the clock, so.
Oh, sorry. Well, I guess I can't talk about nuts.
Exactly. So now they're popping into bars to try and sell Loverboy. And then we've got Gavin being snarky in his confessional, just saying like he carries it in his bars, but it doesn't really sell. But hopefully the sales trip will. And I don't actually believe that. Like, listen, I'm fine for the snark right now because we need the spice.
There's moments of Gavin that I'm like, it's so stupid, but it makes me mad. There's moments where most of the 85% of Gavin, I'm like, F you, dude. You're a dick. You're a snaky little piece of shit. 15% of Gavin, I'm like, that was very funny.
I think he's came to play too.
Yeah.
I have a feeling
he's not good at
this
it.
group is old enough to
I don't
have
think
little
Gavin's
powwows
good
and be
at
like, here's what it takes to do this. You guys all sit down, take notes. This is what needs to happen here.
I don't disagree with you, but in the beginning we were like, oh, Kenny's not good at it. Kenny's not good. I think Kenny's great at it. I think Gavin's the one that's still trying to figure out how to play. I think someone needs to tell Gavin, like, bro, just not, it's like what do I do with my hands? It's too much.
I think that's just Gavin's personality. I think Gavin's like a wacky dude. Like Georgina's wacky. But we like her.
That's what I got to, but I don't want to be like a no of everything that you say. I do understand what you're saying.
It's your favorite thing.
I just want to say that the reason that I think that Gavin wasn't good at it is because calling all the ladies minions and by saying you're a man hater. Like these are just things that like women, the second they hear them, we shift. We take it in differently. Like it's not rocket science. It's like he didn't put any thought into how he was going to speak. And that's why he either did it purposely because he wants to make a splash and wants all those comments to start raging out, engagement, like all is well, or he's bad at it because you could have just left 3 words out and would have been a whole different argument.
He could have, but he didn't. And why did Yvonne and Nick have lunch with Danielle and Eeyore?
Why did they have
because Lindsay said it was cool.
Oh God, that's just being a girlfriend.
Saying, right.
I don't think you understand female relationships.
I don't think so either.
If I met someone through Courtney and then they were in a fight, I would not speak to that person until Courtney had like
100%
resolved it. That's just girl
code.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then after this, Gavin asked Kenny if him and Kyle have spoken. He said, yes, we did. Andrea said, I'm sorry, but the approach was wrong. And Kenny says, look, when I'm talking about my relationship, I can be abrasive. Then Andrea lets us see his abs again, which thank you. Talk about doing the Lord's work.
That's what I'm saying. He's showing up.
Yep, that's great. They make a sale. Lindsay and Kyle are yelling on the street with the bullhorn. It's very cute.
I loved it. That's going to be the thumbnail.
When I say lover, you say, but it was the cutest.
Yeah.
They make a joke about Lindsay's hat, and somehow this very quickly and awkwardly gets into the Yvonne, Danielle double date situation. And Yvonne says that, there's been a lot of scrutiny about Danielle and Owen's relationship in this group. Yvonne says, maybe not in this group. And Owen says, oh no, it is in this group. And he brings up the text thread with Amanda, Kyle, Matt, and Katie. Amanda says they've been best friends since 3rd grade. That's actually how Danielle became really close with her. And
which is so interesting.
So interesting because Amanda and Danielle are oil and water.
Exactly. So how is this person that has been friends with Amanda the longest, childhood best friends, and then that girl comes, meets Danielle, which is basically aside from Lindsay, one of the only girls that like really is just like, I do not with, well, I guess Hannah did. Like there's a group of girls that do not really with Amanda and will not bow to her. And I just thought it was very interesting that her best friend, it's almost like, it's like they're still friends because they have all that history.
Yeah.
I have to believe if Katie met Amanda today, probably not going to be friends with her because you're not friends with Danielle if you're friends with
and
Amanda.
she's just giving her so much leeway because of that history.
Yeah.
But she knows, I think maybe Katie knows what's up.
Has to.
You know, Amanda came in so hot with this argument. And that's what I'm talking about the behavior that we saw, you know, in Summer House season 2, Summer House season 4, when she's going after Luke or what she's so, it's just, the only word I can think of is it's untenable. It's nails down a chalkboard. It's so obnoxious. She cannot land a point. She can, and she's one of those women, in my opinion, that give women in arguments a bad name because if she gets overwhelmed and she's like, just stop it, or she starts crying or whatever, it's like, no, do you know how many women have somehow sucked back tears so that you can't say you're being so emotional or whatever, and you've derailed hundreds of years of work by your crappy argument style.
She is that way. Like, she just really is that girl that it's like, you can't trust her because she's a shitty friend. She'll your boyfriend. You can't marry her because the day that you do lock yourself to her, she's going to patronize every thing that you do and make you feel like an ant of a person. You can't argue with her because she'll just cry. You can't ignore her because she'll rage. Yep. Like, she has literally all the worst instincts and all the worst reflexive, like, natural responses to things. Like, I mean, she just is an atrocious human being. I don't care, like, about, like, this stupid affair thing is like, that's just a drop in the bucket of this woman's whole life. Like, do not let this bitch in. She has nothing to offer, nothing of value. No, thank you. Move it along. It's just going to be DUIs on accident and, you know, I told a story before. You'll watch Scandal. I won't repeat it. It's a whole thing about like these people. Like, you think it's not. Well, it doesn't affect me. No. Well, we've been friends for however long. They will ruin your trips. They will ruin your birthday. They will ruin your party. They will they cannot control themselves. So like
it'll spill out onto you.
Yeah. There's nothing to be had here. Yeah.
Sorry, Mike.
Cool.
Something I wanted to say is Amanda was complaining that she feels like Danielle doesn't take her seriously. And it's like, right, because you're not a serious person, right, Amanda, because you stay in bed all day and get stoned and don't have a job and screw your best friend's ex-boyfriend. Like, what about this am I taking serious?
Yeah.
Remembered what I was going to say.
What?
I'm
very curious.
It would almost be weird. Amanda's such a twat face. It would almost be weirder if she didn't do West. Like, if she didn't have an affair.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you're laying out all these horrible things. Like, the affair is just one of things. It would be weirder if she didn't. That's how horrible she is.
That's why when people thought it was so crazy, her response at the reunion, when Andy asks her, when did this start for you? Like, when did you start having feelings? And she said, it wasn't like this slow burn. It wasn't this thing that happened. Like, it was just like, he asked me, like, is something going on here? And she goes, and then all the emotions flooded in. That's how little it takes for Amanda. You get a drop of male attention, and she's
don't believe her.
Ready to throw it all away.
That's why I don't believe her, because she was getting the male attention way before that, and so she was flirting with him and was playing into all of it.
She's probably talking about back June. That was at that hotel back in May of 2025 that Wes probably said that line to her. Is something happening here? 100%. That's when it happened, and it was all like, you're so cheap, Amanda. Like, God, it's so easy to just like, how easy?
Yeah. I think that.
Yes, no, I totally agree with that. Sorry, I thought we were going off of the premise that she was saying it in that moment in February. Yeah. Like, no. Okay, so after this, Lindsay and Danielle go to get pizza. And Danielle said, the homewrecker term, this is what I was referencing earlier, really triggers her because as a Latin woman, like, you're seen as this person that's going to come in, going to steal your husband, whatever. Okay, Mike has feelings about this.
The is she talking about? This is the most racist shit I ever heard in my life. As I just mentioned, I grew up with all Mexican kids and their moms and dads and sisters. And like, what the is she talking about?
No, they're
I have
chaste.
literally
they're not, like,
never heard like this stereotype in my life.
Like,
What?
Mexican mother, like women are not the
fuck
mistresses.
a mistress, bitch.
But like, yeah, I don't think
Yeah,
that
that shit
Hispanic
drove me
women have a
absolutely
reputation. Quite the opposite. I
crazy.
think.
I'm not
see, I
even
feel like when I
Latin,
think
and
of-
I was more offended by that comment than
Like, I don't know. When I think of Latin women, I'm thinking of like Sofia Vergara and like very just like Guatemala.
And
Sure,
you
but
think
Sofia
you put
Vergara's not
Sofia
banging a married
Vergara
man.
in a court? Like, are they're not? What did she say? They're not worthy, and they got put to the side. They're not good enough. That's Sofia Vergara.
No, meaning like very like bombshell. No, when she was saying this, I
That's
was
all
thinking very
good.
like bombshell sexy.
No, she was
Even though
trying
they
to
are?
clamor on to a stereotype that exists for other women, not Latin women. Sorry, Danielle.
Yeah,
F-
those
off.
women are very like they definitely carry themselves. Well, certain ones definitely have that. It's what I would always say about Mia on Southern Hospitality, and they go, oh, she's gonna bang this guy. I'm like, she's not banging anyone on camera. She's not banging anyone during this series where it's going. Like she might talk about it later, or you'll find out that something happened, but she is never going to sit at camera and tell you about this thing. Like these women are raised a certain way. Like when you hear them talk to their fathers on the phone, like those bitches
Yeah.
aren't doing shit to embarrass the family.
Also, Danielle, it's not being a homewrecker is not a Latina thing. It's a you thing.
Yeah.
You just happen to be a Latina.
And this is that line I was talking about when she says, it just makes me think I'm not good enough. And like, that's such an Amanda line. That's such a like,
Okay, then I don't know anything about any of this, and I just am, yeah. Then I have no
it's the
opinion.
Bachelorette line.
Yeah.
Oh, I just don't think I'll ever find love. I don't think anyone will ever love me. I'm not worthy.
It was
And
the
that's what
biggest
Amanda was
load of
saying to
shit
everybody
ever.
at Summer House. Like, I just don't think that I'm
thought-
gonna, you know,
Part of what now I'm clearly completely wrong.
she's working it. She's a veteran too.
Yeah, okay. Danielle asks how Gemma is doing. Can I come over to the apartment? Lindsay's like, TBD, because I
Yeah.
don't really understand where we are yet.
Yeah.
And even though it's like the door's not open, but it's closed, but it's not locked.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? She doesn't feel safe with Danielle yet, is how it reads. Lindsay believes in second chances, and Danielle's like, this is a friendship that I want to fight for. And then Lindsay said, like, I don't judge you for your relationship. And if you're happy and if you 100% think this guy's in it for the long haul, do you? And I actually did believe Lindsay when she was saying all that stuff, because Lindsay's also kind of like a get yours type person. So by hook or by crook,
Yeah.
if this is your dude, then ride it till the wheels fall
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
After that, we've got a little update with Kenny's dad.
Were you gonna say something?
Yeah, I was waiting, but I didn't think he was.
I mean,
He's not even sure what he was gonna say.
Yeah.
No, I was just gonna. It's like at the either premiere party. I think it was the premiere party. There's just a bunch of Kenny and Lindsay photos where they're just like so happy and chumming it up and best buds.
Kenny, you
what-
mean Danielle and Lindsay?
Kenny and Lindsay.
Oh.
What does that have to do with Lindsay and Danielle getting pizza?
I don't know.
That everything's fake and gay.
Yeah,
Oh,
everything's-
thanks for sharing,
Yeah,
Mike.
thank
Do you have
you,
anything
welcome.
else you want to share?
No, I think
Make
I
the
thought.
bike noise again.
I think wait the what?
The bike noise again.
Oh,
We just lost some subscribers.
dude, we just gained some. If you know, you know.
Watch out.
I think I thought that you were talking about Lindsay talking to Whitney. That's why I said that.
No. Okay. Well, back in the episode. Now we've got a Kenny dad update. His dad is alive. Oh my God. Sorry. My autocorrect really f***ed me. It wrote, he's traced the two umbers.
He's traced the two umbers.
I think it says it was supposed to say he was given two numbers by the PI, but it says he traced the two umbers the PI gave him, and
romantic.
neither work. Whitney finds his dad's wife, Debbie, on Facebook. They message her, give her a call. She answers. They've been looking for him. No one believes this.
Yeah, I don't believe it. But I also just want to say that I do think I understand why he is looking for his dad right now, and it's because his mom passed. Totally get that. I literally remember, this is so stupid because it's like, okay, duh, how did you not think of this? But so when my biological dad died, I remember thinking, God, I'm so glad that my mom married someone so much, like not way young, but he was like 8 or 9 years younger than her. And my dad was like 10, 15 years older than her. So I thought, oh, I've got a whole other dad for like the whole second half of my life. Like we'll probably die. Like his wife is 2 years older than me, you know, like we're going to be around forever. That didn't happen. And then he died about 8 months later after the first one. And then I remember literally sitting here one day and going, you have a dad, right? And then like
yeah,
sure you want to let her near him?
Yeah.
and then I was like, oh God, this is, and it's just like all this realization, like dads aren't gone forever. Like there's a whole dad here. And like, I haven't seen his dad since we went to his brother's wedding. And this was probably like 7 years ago or something. So it's been like a chunk of time. But like met him, loved him, love at first sight. And I was like, I can work with this. I can do this. And then they just happened to be coming into town that next, totally random, like 2 weeks later or something. And now we're going on vacation with them. But I'm glomming on to this family, like love it or hate it, I'm in. Okay.
Yeah. Which for me is fine because, like I said before, like I still have this problem. Like my dad hasn't made me feel that way, but I don't reach out. I don't communicate. I don't talk. I don't like call every week and hey, how's it going? Like my dad and I have not talked for years for no other reason than I just don't reach out. And every time we do, then he spends a month and a half texting and calling and trying to like get that thing going. And I
call your dad.
You dummy. I'm on the
But when she was like,
now.
no, I'm in, I'm like, okay. Like, cause now,
I've even thrown out a dad said in the group chat just to like get them all ready. This is my dad now. Okay. Like this is happening.
I still call Shade's mom.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, is mom coming?
Yeah.
Shane and I are not together for anyone who's new here. Okay, so after this, it's moving day at Amanda and Kyle's apartment. Amanda said Kyle wasn't there, but the night before she had a full breakdown. Ugh. It feels like a chapter is closing. She's crying in her confessional. She grabs a dog, walks into Kyle's office with barely even a knock, which is just so obnoxious to me as a business person. I'm sorry. Like, don't do that. Like, this is my work. Ugh.
Not a knock. She just keeps talking. He tries to tell the guy, "Oh, hey, I got it," and she goes, "No." Like
I'm going now.
Keeps going. He's on a Zoom. He's standing up in front of it. Like he's got the door closed. Like she doesn't. This is Amanda. I swear to God, this has been Amanda every day for their entire life running this business. This is who this bitch has been. Like when we're trying to run this business together. Like she couldn't give a shit. She has no respect. She has no idea what this takes, and just has treated him like a peon. Like. I don't even know what she thinks he's here for, just to like pay the electric or something. Like,
yeah, take care of her.
That's right.
That's it. That's literally what it's because she's a bratty little twat face, and Daddy took care of her, and then Kyle came in, and that's what your responsibility now. You took me from Daddy, so now you have to take care of me, and you're not taking care of me. You're going out every night, so will you take care of me? You will. Great. I'm with him now. He's taking care of me until he doesn't, and I'll go find some other
she will,
dipshit.
And somebody else will take care of her because it's just the kind of girl that she is. She will find another dude.
Yeah, and she'll milk her friends off West, leaving her. You were right. I can't believe I ruined everything.
Don't fall for it.
Yeah, no, they're going to.
That will really peeve me if that happens.
Can I just go back to the bus real quick? I do like. We've been watching these shows for 100 bazillion years. Have you ever seen a fight break out in a scene, and one by one the cast is like, get the out of here, and they just leave? Kenny and Whitney left first, and they were outside, and they're like, that, we're good. And then I think Andrea was like, yeah, no, I'm good. I'm not. They just left, and then these two idiots were there just kind of fighting. But no, I'd never seen everyone
self-cut.
Just kind of be like, I think I'm good. We were having fun.
Yeah.
I don't want to listen to these idiots. I made a sale for this asshole.
And Mike on it. We were just wanting to like let you know that's
I'm just going by. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed seeing all these people there for Kyle, and then for it to all just like go away in 1 second, and then Kyle's still on there by himself.
Right.
Typical Kyle.
Yes. Also in that thing, the way that Amanda started off complaining, the second that they even started, like, oh, but I was having such a good hair day. She's got the balloons. She's acting like the balloons are just tackling her. Like she can't even hold the balloons. And then she's talking, and she's so put out. And it's like, only Amanda would be put out by, I know that they make fun of it and that it's not a party bus, it's more of an old trolley. Whatever, you're on wheels with booze and someone else is driving and you're in the
getting
city.
Paid to do it.
You're getting paid, and it's still a pub crawl in a way. Like, yes, you're trying to sell your friends booze, but like you're on a show and like you're pouring one out for Kyle and like everyone's on board to do this. Like life just doesn't get a ton better than that. You have all of your good friends, you've got a driver, a bunch of booze, and the mission today is get other people to also like the booze that you're drinking. That's it. That's all. And then he's like tossing things out, and the first thing she goes, "You can't do that." Like Amanda is just like the natural, like she just wants to piss on everything all the time. Her natural reflex is to go, "You can't do that," you know? Like
you're right, 100%. Twat face, 2 thumbs down. I do think in this one moment she was trying to be like, I don't think you're allowed to throw alcohol out to people.
Listen, this business is on its last legs.
No, it will be on its last leg if
that's
some
kid
sort of
fucking
violation. Drinks it.
Yeah,
you
sure
can't give out free
is.
alcohol.
I just think it was so par for Amanda to be the one to be like, don't do it.
Right, but
like,
that was
she
a
doesn't care about
one
anything.
rare instance where it seemed like if she got out of body, then
yes.
she actually did care and was like, no, you please don't do that. You're gonna get in trouble.
She could be right. She is right about the thing. I just don't believe that Amanda has ever done anything for Kyle's good, like to take care of Kyle, to make sure that
she's looking out for him.
Yeah, she like. I think she'd think it was hilarious. Like, oh, this guy getting a ticket over here. See camera guy point over there, and you see Kyle sitting there while he's getting written up. Yeah, like, I was supposed to do this other thing today. I'm here spending my whole day trying to get his stupid company off the ground or back in the whatever. Like, she would have liked that, you know? Ugh, barf.
In this last scene where, you know, he does come out of, and he said it, like he said on the Zoom, he's like, guys, I gotta go. She's like, I'm leaving. He comes out of the room. Obviously, and you could see that when he saw, you know, when he turned around to see this is real, she's leaving, the gravity of the moment hit him. And he walked out. He didn't really know what to say. And she just went in on him saying, you know, where were you last night? There were people in the apartment while I was sleeping. Who was this? And she's always got to go for the angle of cheating. Like, who was the woman that was in here?
This woman,
maybe someone who wanted to have sex with him, Amanda. You didn't want to have sex with him for 10 years. I mean, not for 10 years, but at least the entirety of your marriage. He's a little tired of not
maybe
getting
someone
laid.
he wanted to have sex with.
That's right.
You know,
or even just Kyle just wants people to talk to. He just wants to keep hanging out.
Yeah, right.
He just wants to keep talking. And yes, he's going to keep drinking. And like, I don't know what goes on later. I don't know, but I truly believe that Kyle is just looking for some connection with human life out there because he's so starved for it. And I will tell you this at this time now, like there's nothing, no one in this earth can convince me that she wasn't already either having an affair or having a deep emotional affair. And I think she got this place and got so on top of it. Like when Kyle says at some point, I think maybe in an interview, I think the People interview, when he talks about getting those divorce papers and being like, he's like, kind of befuddled by it because like this isn't a person who's ever taken any action of anything. She doesn't exactly have a lot of due diligence and a lot of
zero initiative.
Yeah. And so for her to have done this and to find a place and to sign a year lease and it's not furnished and she's got to pack and she's got to get the movers and whatever, like she did it for a reason because she has got this other life ahead of her. And I will tell you this. This can happen. It is not like you are the worst person on. If you decide to leave something and you've got something else, like you see this other life for yourself, fine. I'm not even judging that. You let the fucking guy off the hook in that moment. Though.
That's right.
You don't take the last 5 minutes in that apartment with him to berate him like he's in 4th grade and he brought home like his buddies that ditched class with him and they're all smoking weed out of a can in the yard or whatever. Like
she's just torturing him. It's like
she's
it's a
torturing
fish that
him.
she caught and she's just like, just take the hook out of the mouth and let it back into the ocean and let it live a nice life without you.
Yeah.
But you refuse to just fully let it go.
No.
And you are so, Kyle is, we've said this before, Kyle is horrible at defending himself.
Yeah.
And I like that he said when she was like, you know, you weren't here with me the last night. He said, I wanted to be with you all weekend. You were stoned in bed all weekend. I don't know what to do with that. Kyle's probably one of those guys who gets up early. Let's make a coffee. Let's go to the farmer's market. You take one dog, I'll take the other. It's a thing. Kyle wants to live and be out in the world. She just wants to be in her bed, getting stoned.
Yeah.
Fine. I don't care if that's what you want to do with your life, but that does not a match make if your husband is a doer.
Yeah.
And that's who you married, both of you. And the problem is she just wants to be in bed and be stoned all day. He wants to be out having drinks and being with the people, and never the twain shall meet.
Yeah.
That's my note exactly. It was like, unfortunate, like, and it happens all the time. Like these people spend decades together. Like these two just don't belong together. They shouldn't have been together. They just don't belong together. They just shouldn't have gotten married. They should have
followed Paige's advice. Don't do it, dickhead.
Don't do it.
Well, that's not what she said, but that's from Tommy Boy. Don't do it, dickhead. I'm serious.
Just like all you need to know about this bitch is so much from this episode alone. If you just watch the way that she takes that last 2 minutes with her husband of 10 years before she's leaving to go start a life that she is dying to get to, that she used it to tell him that he is basically the shittiest person on earth. And what are you doing? What are you doing? Like, he's just a man living, waking up every morning and trying to, like, what is it? We had a friend that used to say, she'd come over and she'd go, huh? You ready to suck today's dick? Like,
that's hilarious.
It is. And like, I feel like he wakes up every day and goes like, I'm ready to suck today's dick. You know?
It's just like, let him go. Let him, you don't care. You're not taking this seriously. You've gone back on everything you said. It's a month lease. Now it's a year lease. You said you were taking a few things. Now you're taking everything, including the paper towel holder. Just stop. You don't care. If spending time with him was so important, why wouldn't you engage with him over the weekend?
Yeah.
And it's fine. You don't have to care. But like, then just call it.
Yeah.
No, it's like Janet not getting on the group chat for the meal train. She was stoked at that because that gave her something that she could say when he didn't come home or she heard people, you know, Amanda was like, this idiot. And like, was like, well, that'll be my out tomorrow. We film as I'm going to leave. Like it was gold. If somebody handed her gold, Kyle handed her a lot of gold over the years, but she loved it.
But and now I realize why. It's because Kyle is such a bad advocate for himself.
Yeah.
So if I was with someone and they were saying that to me, like, you know, what were you out so late for? What were you doing when you came back with people? I would just be like, I'm living my life.
Yeah.
I'm searching for some form of human interaction because I married someone who's essentially a jellyfish.
Yeah.
And you have no desire to touch me, to spend time with me, to engage with me. You hate me. And I thought there was some semblance of something that we can fight for. I clearly realized that's not the case. And because I'm not a quitter, I've just been trying to keep this going. But clearly none of us are happy. So I'm out, bro.
Yeah.
Actually, you're out. You got a year lease. Go for it and screw your stupid boyfriend in it. And because I know you're having an affair.
I know. And to just think about like how quickly she jumped in the sack with that dude after never banging her own husband for however long. And maybe that's the way it goes. Like I get all the weirdness that can happen in a marriage and that like things become complicated and whatever. Like, but I don't know. Like there was just never ever a moment where she thought I'm gonna back off this guy just a little bit, like because I don't want to be in this anymore either. So like I'm just gonna stop ragging on him all day long.
That's right.
And just sort of kind of take the win. Like he's still doing some shit that I don't love, and that's fine. Like because I'm out. I've already made my decision.
The craziest thing, and then we'll get to comments.
Yeah,
is. We all knew that like this West Amanda thing isn't gonna, this isn't true love. You guys aren't twin flames and the rest of this lifetime and every other lifetime together. But we were still in the thick of the details and the timelines and all of that. And now because everything is just like simmered down a little bit.
Yeah.
And we know the show's coming to an end, at least for this season. It's just so clear. Oh my God, look what you did, you little jerk.
Yeah.
Now we're seeing her have to reckon with the fact that you cashed all of this, the Ariana Maddox package, down the river, just shipped it down, just not even down the river, just straight into the trash chute for if you're telling the truth, March, April, May, a 4-month fling.
Yeah.
You ruined so much of your life for nothing.
Yeah.
And it's not for nothing because obviously this was a lesson your soul had to learn and all yada yada.
Yeah.
That is crazy to now watch the dust settle on what the reality of it actually is.
Yeah.
Watching Kyle hook up with all these people and Carl's no longer a mess. Sierra's raised $160,000 for Girl Scouts and is now on every ad, Love Island, you name it, deserved, live your life. Like, your boyfriend just got shit canned anyway.
No, I want to say one thing about that. That is, I was talking to Cooke today because it's show day and that's what we do. I just chime in, just looking for anyone to say it too. I'm like, they're starting to treat the in the city screeners like they're summer house screeners, and I don't appreciate pseudo nepo cronyism, bitch ass isms. Good day. And then she just like put a laughing emoji on it, and I said, I can't live like this. We shoot at 6:30. How am I gonna have time to watch and come up with 200 synonyms for diabolical and audacity and bitch ass vibe killing hoe? And she said, her voice makes my ears bleed. I said, yeah, I'm over here trying to enjoy the best firing since Jax Taylor, and she's ruining it. And she said, also, the now fire Amanda comments are pissing me off because Bravo fires people who go against the family, like Wes did. She isn't going anywhere, at least not for a while. And I said, yeah, definitely not, especially if Lindsay's willing to tolerate her in group settings. The show will just make her a Janet for the next season or two. That said, and I said, and I'm not like leaning this way at all because it would be too good and I'm not allowed to be this happy. I also wouldn't be surprised if she was just like, I don't want to deal with this. I'm just going to go to my attorney and get him to go for more alimony. Like, do you think that Amanda Batula has it in her to deal with the adversity of like coming back for seasons to come?
Like, if they aren't saying there was no prenup, there's no
There's
like
a 10-year marriage, and like he was
no,
paying
it was a 4-year marriage.
Oh, 4 years.
But
okay,
also,
but still, like,
but he might have been paying for X, Y, and Z. She had her own money, maybe to spend on clothes and all that stuff. So usually it's some sort of aggregate of what your monthly nut was if you look back on the history of your marriage. So if that much money wasn't being spent as him paying for her, I would be shocked if the court would do that, because she makes if she's making, especially if she's making more than him, then he can go for palimony.
well, I don't like, okay, so there are, divorces take however long they take. And there are people like, I don't think that we can know what's going on here. I don't think it's as simple as like, oh, there was no prenup and she was making more and whatever. She's not going to be making more at this point. He's going to be making much more.
But that's not when it doesn't start from there. It's they separated, and that's when her shit tanked. So you're not counting that. You're counting it from the day you got married to the day you separated.
The day that they filed, I think. Is it the day that they file because the day that they file, he was, I'm sure, making more money.
I don't know. I don't think so, boo, because his company was in dire straits.
I hope that you're right. I don't put it past Amanda to draw this out at all. Because some people won't, if they know that their husband is up for a job promotion, they won't sign, or vice versa. I don't mean to say it like it's always women, but men do be getting promotions that women don't be getting sometimes. Okay. So that's a thing, but, people will hold out because they're going to get this thing. And we work towards this together. I was with him through, having this job and whatever. I don't trust her at all. And I don't know like what the rules are for sure. Like if he's definitely safe from like not having to pay anything, I don't know. I just know that if there's a way for her to cash in on just getting more money from him now that like things look this way, I don't think that Amanda has it in her to pull up her bootstraps and get back to work and just face the music because she's getting paid, $1 million for the season, because she might be making, I don't know if she's making $1 million, but she might be making close to that because she is been on the show.
I read somewhere she made $2 million last year.
Yeah. So like she's probably making probably around $1 million to be on this show for a season. So I don't know if she's going to, I don't see any, there's no strength in her. She doesn't.
No, I think there's no strength in her. And either you just had said, she might go back to ask for more alimony. And I just don't know if she could get more alimony there, but maybe she's going to ask for half of Loverboy.
She's going to probably ask for something because like I said, I don't think that we can rely on her to be like,
no, this is $1 million job. I'm not going back. If she can figure out a way to not have to deal with it, I think that she will. Unless they offer her some super sweetheart, like we are going to get with the cast and tell them, you got to be nice to her. You got to film with her. You got to, and like, that's going to suck, you know?
Yeah.
And like, and but she won't care. Like if they're all nice to her and like, she doesn't have any dignity, you know? Yeah. So she's not going to care if it's real or not. And so I just, if she's not on the show after this, it'll be because of her. It won't be because of Bravo, because Bravo will want her to be there, I think.
Well, we don't want her to be there. Professional Curious Person said, as someone who lost my mom, which caused me to go into a serious, deep depression for years, Kenny was using his mom's death to get out of the conversation and make Whitney feel bad for him. He was definitely using it. Natalie, you are right. Deborah Traeger said, Amanda's tormented Kyle for all of these years, refusing him sex. We didn't know that, so we couldn't understand Kyle's anger and drinking. She's awful. And that's the thing. Like, we just didn't know.
Yeah.
America didn't know. Nishal Spoomer said, in this episode, Amanda is doing everything to leave the marriage except admitting she wants to leave the marriage. And that was like the comment of the week for me. I just thought it was so correct. Haley and Dave said, Kenny comes across like he wants a wife and kids, the same way Austin, Shep, and Jax want a kid. ... In theory, on paper, because it's what people do. Do they want the day-to-day running around, cleaning up sick kids, not going to bars most nights, staying home with the fam instead? Probably not. They want a TikTok wife and family who let them continue to live the life they have been, the way they have been, not a partner or a best friend. Dana said, right when I watched that moment with Kenny bringing up his mom passing away, I thought about my friend who lost their father, then snapped right out of playa mode, got married, had 2 kids within a year or 2, and they are a happy family 15 years later. It happens.
Player mode.
Oh. I thought it was playa, like the playa in Burning Man. And got married, snapped right out of playa mode. Well, because you want to know why on these stupid dating apps you see so many men reliving, well, maybe they're not reliving their youth. That's what it reads as someone who's looking at these men on the playa at Burning Man. Also,
is the playa?
Oh, do you not know what Burning Man is in the playa?
I know what Burning Man is.
Yeah, there's the playa. It's like this thing where everybody meets. And God bless, I know Burning Man is a thing and everybody loves it. It's just not personally for me. And
you just run around naked for the week?
A lot. I mean, I think there's more to it than that. And people really love it. It's like I said, it's no para me. Kim KM2KV said, Kenny's the type of guy I would run very fast and far away from. From what I have seen so far, you can spot this type a mile away. It's a gut feeling. I hope he proves me wrong. I hope he proves me wrong too. I really do. Pat Clark said, geez, I got a lot of Kenny hatred comments. Sorry, Kenny. At the dinner, he told her there was no spark. Then he gave her some double talk about that's not exactly what he means. He is the one that said no spark, but he blames Kyle for poking holes in their relationship. Then he blames his friends for the verbiage he said to Kyle. Double talk. Carol T said, no, Mike, please. Kenny's murky. That just made me laugh. I like the murky joke. Anyway,
I like Carol.
Yeah, like Carol too. Meteor Wine said, I think it's easy to overthink. Kenny's really getting a tongue lashing. I think it's easy to overthink Kenny's motivations here or read into the quote unquote grief theory. Kenny is just being a guy wanting to keep his options open. I can't believe I said playa. And it's playa.
Neither can we.
No, you've lived in Los Angeles too long where like everything down here, like I lived on Del Playa, like there's Playa
right.
Del Rey, Playa Vista, Playa, the golf courses are all playas.
I'm
like
Latin now.
Yeah, no, but Southern California is all very Spanish.
Right. Yes.
Yeah, well, I used to belong to them.
Okay, anyway, back to Meteor's comment. Kenny is just being a guy wanting to keep his options open, one eye peering over his shoulder for something. Yes, I can't get it out of my head.
That's playa. Can he be playing? Kenny is a playa boy.
That's hilarious.
That's the thing. I feel like that's
Playa
a gang.
boy?
I feel like that's a gang. It's a beach gang.
Just going around stealing everyone's sunscreen. Okay. Peering over his shoulders for something that might be better. Nat and Court are onto this and not buying it. Mike is cheering along. So what about it? He's being a guy. I might have to be sending more boxes of Meteor for this one. And that's when Natalie said, I mean, listen, you're the idea guy. And that sounds like another banger of an idea.
I'm just the worker bee, okay? I keep my head down in the edit. And
We work for wine.
That's right.
Oh, I wanted to know while Kenny was drinking his wine too, if he had Meteor in there.
No, I don't think he did. And he should have. And that's one more reason why we don't like him.
Stupid dick.
Okay. Ms. Mandeville said, I thought Andrea was Cedric from Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, which is hilarious. And if anyone knows, that's a season 1 reference, and it's really good, and they do kind of look alike. Dark Hours, nope. Negative Props said the patchouli oil is like rosemary oil, which is like baby oil thread, is hilarious.
That's pretty funny.
That cracked me up. That was making me laugh when we were saying it. All That Glitters. Kenny is so emotionally stunted. Johnny smiles. Kenny admitting he had a spark after the fact in front of his girlfriend with her condoning it. Wow. And then Shannon Fall said she needs him to pick her so that she and her wheat bread toast personality can stay at home and teach America how to make jokes. And then Johnny said, Gavin is the heart and soul of the show, which is hilarious. That's all I got. I had a lot of them, but we're on our time limit. So I had to speed through.
Yeah, you took all my time. I have 1 minute and 15 seconds.
Yeah, you better hurry.
Carrie Peacock just had the realization today that Amanda came into Summer House and stayed by attaching herself to Kyle. Sierra came onto the house as Luke's previous hookup, but chose female friendships over Luke. One is scrambling to the next guy, and one is flourishing. Sierra is the one that's flourishing, if you're wondering. Albino Moon Gal, Lindsay started it with her interrogation episode 1. So that's just a response to all your Kenny comments. Nishless Boomer. In this episode, Amanda is doing everything. You read that one already. That's a good one.
I read so many of them.
Yeah, you really
The
did.
Nishless one really killed me.
Yeah, no, we always pick the same ones too.
Yeah, we have the same comment taste.
Yeah, great minds think alike or something. DC Coleman, since they never consummated their marriage, Kyle should file for an annulment, and Amanda isn't entitled to anything he made during the marriage. I think that is brilliant legal advice right
Honestly,
there.
and she already admitted it on camera, 4 years.
Yeah, no, she did. So, bummer. Bummer. Kenny, this is Trisha S. Vader. Kenny is trying to convince himself that she's the one, maybe because he thinks that's what his mom would want, or she wanted him to settle down. Not a Kenny fan, but I understand losing a parent and wanting to live a life they would have wanted me to live, which I thought was pretty poignant.
Samesies.
I thought that Dana one was pretty good too, about her friend. Same thing, the playa comment. This one only because it happens so often and it makes me laugh. Fleas Lees. When you're feeding your cats and hear meows, scratching head, look around for who's meowing, then realize it's coming from the podcast. Yeah, we got 2 yappies. We got 1 yappy. The other one's pretty quiet. He just mean. Fishing gal. I see you. And he's my favorite. I love this guy, but I'm also like, what? What are Andrea and Lexi doing on this show besides being a string tin can telephone with the audio quality murky at best?
See, the murky jokes are great.
Whatever. Safariari. I just finished my rewatch, and Gavin should probably shut it too. Totally agree. Do not like that guy.
Oh, did you hear? Somebody asked Lindsay if she'd gone on her date with Gavin yet.
Bro, we didn't even talk about this. Gavin kissed Lindsay on the bus. Like it was a grab and on the forehead situation, but it was a smooch.
That's not a real kiss. That's like ear stuff.
I don't know. I think ear stuff is more serious. So I'm with you. But this is a couple. I think those two are gonna.
Do you have a comment from Palaver Girl?
What?
Do you have a comment from Palaver Girl?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. If you don't, I'm going to say it because she said something that I said was funny. And I like when people say that because I never get those comments.
Wait.
She said she said you were funny?
Yeah.
Where
Travis
am I?
Travis over here.
Motherfuckers. Like,
what?
I don't know how I'm missing this gene. It makes me so uncomfortable when people tell me things like that. And you guys are like, oh, time to get this one last one in.
Yeah.
Someone
Yeah, no, I love it. Never met a compliment I didn't like.
Mike is the greatest of all time.
Why am I-
100,000. I'm kidding.
What is
That's
wrong
not what
with
he said.
me though? Because that's it's not like a thing to brag about. Like,
No.
what makes me so like, well, stop.
You need to. This is what I keep saying to you.
I know,
need
but
to accept it.
No, but if I understood where it comes from, because I don't have a
Okay.
low self-esteem.
I didn't have a low self-esteem either. What my therapist said to me.
Oh, I wasn't saying you guys have. I was saying it's not like I have a low self-esteem and I think I'm not good at what I do or whatever. But like talking about it makes me like.
And listen,
twitch.
this might not be for you. I just grew up. My parents are wonderful people, but like just tough, right? So like I had like real not that working at an ice cream shop isn't a real job. It was, and I did that also. But I could come home and be like, oh, like. This big picture of me is up in New York City, or I'm in this magazine, or like, look what I did, and I'm 14, and I had the initiative, and did all this stuff. And my mom would be like, don't say that in front of your sister. We don't want your sister to feel bad, or like, don't talk about that when you're in front of people. And it was always about like not really owning the shine of something because you don't want to make someone else feel bad, which is a very Danish or like Scandinavian thing. And then there's the other side of it where my dad, if I got a 98 on a test, he'd say, well, where are the other 2 points? It wasn't, oh, congratulations on a good job. So I just grew up thinking that I never did anything that was a success. Like I grew up thinking that I was just a big failure, which is probably why I'm a workaholic.
Yeah.
Chasing a dream because I want to succeed at something so badly. And so my therapist had said, oh, you don't celebrate yourself. This is why I would never celebrate my birthdays. And I said, well, of course I wouldn't. I have nothing to celebrate for. I've never done anything. And then she was like, well, I've known you for this long and you've done X, Y, and Z. And I'm like, but none of that means anything. She's like, you're insane. I'm like, well, that's why I'm here. Thank you and good day. So this session's on the house is what you're saying. That's what I'm hearing. And so I wasn't able to accept compliments because I was just like, oh, that you think I'm pretty, but there's someone so much prettier. You think I'm smart. There's someone so much smarter. You think I've done this well. I don't. So I don't. So now I am like, no, that shit. Thank you for everything. Because yes, I work really hard and I will accept the compliment and all that. So I don't know if there's anything in there for you, but that's what it was for me.
Yeah, my mom was like telling people I did things I never did. So I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah, no,
that's
not-
probably why I'm like, Mom, that didn't really happen. She's like, it did. They don't know. It did. They think it did.
I prayed for it to happen. That's
Jesus
good
ain't
enough.
done.
Yeah.
Why are you like this?
I had a mother who never loved me and had me out of spite. I'm kidding. I don't know. I think it's funny.
It's like, and Barrow will probably leave a comment and be like, these are just dudes being dudes.
Yeah.
Barry's a real simplifier of these things.
Yeah, he's like the Yoda of reality
Yeah.
TV. Probably of also regular life, but really reality TV.
Yeah.
Also, I think that I like to think a lot, and I'm always like, I think that's a good idea. And so for me, I think when somebody's like, "That's a good idea," I'm like, "See, I told you,
Told you.
told you it was a good idea."
Yeah, that wasn't for me.
L. Cohen, hi. I know I'm late to the party, but they are having a reunion. Oh, a few people said this. But they are having a reunion. It was filmed Thursday, June 11th, and by the pictures, it was totally different energy than the Summer House reunion. And that's what everybody's saying, that they had it. It was weird that there's a lot that Amanda talked way more about shit in this one than she did in the Summer House one. Lindsay
let's
was
see.
like, TBD could be 2. It's popping off. TBD. TBD. Nadia, end to end. Mike, I'm watching the show you are watching. Thank you for saying that, because these two are not.
Definitely not. Definitely, and not your show either. I'm glad that you have a buddy, though.
Yeah, just a couple. Tanya Bluebell. Amanda is so greedy. She's raiding the cabinets and packing up all her stuff. Did you read this one?
No, I was just agreeing with Tanya in the camera.
If she cares about Kyle at all, she would include him in this process and ask him if he wants to keep anything. The burden should be on her to buy new supplies and household things because she's the one moving out, especially if she is moving to a furnished apartment where china and glassware is usually included. I bet a lot of this stuff was wedding gifts and she's taking it all for herself. It shows how selfish and spoiled she is, which we covered in depth on this episode. Most of all, entitled. She takes china and men that aren't hers. That's funny. Oriel Thompson, Gavin is trolling Kenny in real time on the show. And Kitten Brave made a comment to that, which I thought was super funny. I don't like Gavin. He's jealous of Whitney, which I think is true. Whitney took his man. He's real man about it.
Wait, sorry, we didn't say again. Whitney doubled down on the fact that she's not boring this episode.
Oh yeah, I know.
And she's so sweet.
Low.
She's also so boring.
So boring. Listen how boring Whitney is. She's the one that figured out Facebook. Like that's, you got to be mega boring to be like, what about Facebook? Because we're all like, oh, right. That's Facebook is still a thing. Cool.
I did think it was funny when she goes, when she's like, a 65-year-old woman?
mom.
Yeah, she'll definitely have one. He goes,
It's like their church.
65-year-old woman? And she goes, yeah, it's like their Bible.
Yeah, totally. Not wrong. It was the only time I was like, okay, maybe she's not so bad.
Yeah.
I also,
She's not bad. She's just
no, she's not bad at all.
No,
She's just
she
kind of
is.
dumb. I thought this when they were talking about the first scene with the dad, and she was like, well, it doesn't make sense that if he hasn't found him, that he wouldn't know where he is.
Yeah.
She said something like that, and Kenny was like, yeah. And I think, because this has happened to me once in my life, not with this lovely, but you find yourself in a sticky situation, and you meet a girl, and she's sweet and lovely and there for you and whatever, and then 6 months later, you're like, okay, I'm making it through this situation that I was in, and what did you just say? Oh God, you're dumb as shit. Like not you, but like you just find yourself like you kind of you glossed over, you didn't think about it, you didn't have to think about it, but now you're like having real conversations, and you're like, oh man.
And would you say you tuned out because there was no spark?
No.
I would.
He didn't say there was no spark. He said he wasn't sure if the spark that he had
It's a
was
joke,
the right
Mark.
spark. So is mine. Mine's funnier.
Oh, Mark and the spark.
Yeah, Mark Sparks.
Okay, keep
Sparky
reading.
Mark. Marky Sparks.
Oh my God, we have a time limit.
Johnny Smiles, you took over that.
You're 9 minutes over.
I don't care. Johnny Smiles. So Kyle, while we're in different apartments, you are not single, but I am. Look into my eyes and say you love me.
Johnny, you so get it, man.
Yeah, dude. That's Amanda in a what do they call it? Nut plastic?
Nutshell.
No, nut talks?
Scrotox?
Scrotox? Whatever. The moment has passed. The Harvey house. Do I like Kenny? Not really. Do I think he's valid on his arguments? Yes. My relationship constantly being topic of discussion would piss me off. I agree.
Don't get on a reality TV show.
Okay.
What now?
What
Dude,
happened?
I screen grabbed this comment, but you idiots were group texting. And so I can't read the comment because of, God damn
Not things to
it.
say in the group.
That's why she texted.
Well, it was something about Amanda being a twat face, and I agree. Whoever said it. I'm leaving that
I want to
one.
like pull a Steven Tyler with this mic stand.
What
Walk
do you do?
this way.
Yeah.
You know,
I mostly just want to trash them and get
yeah,
other
they're
ones.
annoying. I can't
Because
wait.
we sound like such shit because we people that sit at a desk have this thing and they're like this the whole time and they sound incredible. We are one big echo factory here. For the whole last show, for I want to say a whole hour, I was just like this the whole time.
Oh, no.
So I had to mute anyone else's mic while I was talking so that, because it was just pure echo. I was basically just it was just pure echo.
I mean, you've been doing that a lot lately, where you're just literally.
I know. Well, holla if you see it. If you see something,
Hollered
say
a couple
something.
times. Miss Grouchy Girl. Mike, instructions are based on what you can be held liable for. There's a famous one about a chainsaw where they talk about it at my law school, where the instructions include something like, do not apply to genitals.
So good. Unless he asked for it, then give it to him.
And on lesser bonkers practice, how about those pacers? I don't know if that's what they're called. I didn't know that's what they're called. How about those pacers of silica you get with new shoes
No,
that
packets,
say
I
"Do
think.
not eat"? Oh, it's probably packets.
Yeah.
Do not eat. Yeah, fine, great. I got to be honest though. I'm leaving "Do not put on genitals" out of the chainsaw manual, and I want to see that motherfucker come sue me. I put it on my dick because you told me you didn't say
it's
not
America.
to.
They'll sue you.
That's true, buddy. Let's go to court and see how this works out for you and your dickless and no chainsaw nut ass.
I told you, Amanda Batula is the burglar who robs your house, trips on your doormat on the way out, and then sues you.
Yeah.
Well, I can't rob other people. I can't burgle anyone anymore because your mat was Slippies.
Yeah. And I was here first burgling. You weren't even home yet.
Yeah, I'm allowed to burgle. It's a free country.
It is.
That's my
I
Jordan.
burgled Kyle.
Shannon Fall.
did.
This I thought was very funny. Also, is Gavin doing angel dust? I haven't heard the word angel dust in
It's so long.
so
Friday.
long.
It's Angel Dust,
Dude,
Holmes.
so good. So good.
That's time for a rewatch.
Glamorous Amazon. Mike, I totally agree with your point of view in regard to Gavin. Like, he's either the worst best friend in the world or just amping it up for the show. One is maybe forgivable and the other isn't. And I totally agree with the last part of that. One, possibly. One, definitely a new. A new. Well,
Anyway, Palaver Girl said that Minion on Minion cry made her laugh out.
Kurt. That's a zinger.
That was great.
Listen, it was
Well, we did it, guys.
Okay,
Like,
hold on.
subscribe.
Hold on. What does this mean?
the one that made
Lori
it start early
Haskins
every
says
time.
Natalie and Courtney have the white glasses on, and their hate of Kenny shows it.
I know. So then, did you see my response?
Wait, I literally just opened it. Are you talking about the white glasses essay theory by Eve Kosofsky Sedgwick? I don't know what that is, but I hope
That's the only white glasses theory I know.
well, I hope it's that because I thought she was calling me a racist.
Well,
Which
no,
I've been called a few times on this channel, and the buck stops here.
Yeah, I do not appreciate.
Yeah, I hate everyone equally. Okay, just suck it.
And I love everyone equally unless you really get on my nerves.
You got to work for me to love you, regardless
That's
of
right.
where you're from. Shelby.
Yeah, so let us maybe respond to the commie and let us know.
Or don't.
Or don't. Yeah, or don't. If it's not the
Yeah.
theory that I mentioned, which is actually a really lovely theory, then don't.
What is that theory?
It's an essay that Eve wrote about their friend who was dying of AIDS, but then Eve got breast cancer, and then they were like taking care of each other, and it was all through the lens of kind of queer love but not romantic.
I'm going to say that this was a
No.
racist
Yeah.
accusation.
Yeah, but no, but it was basically saying
I bet that person
like you
hasn't
see
stopped
your
laughing
life
at
through
your
the
response.
lens of the other person, and so you're caring for them in this more like tender way.
Who do I have the white glasses on for, Lindsay or Kenny?
Kenny.
Then
Or the Kenny situation
Bro.
through, so meaning like maybe I don't know. But that's the only white glasses theory I've ever heard of.
Yeah, you guys are racist.
Okay, well, we're not, but
Fuck off, Lori.
oh my God.
I probably won't keep any of this in.
Oh, okay.
You know I like to scream and cry racist, and then I just cut it all out.
Oh, well, we're not. Okay. We love everyone.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Bye.
It's for people that are listening, Mike waved.
I bet. Oh, bye.
Yeah, it's a showcast, but it's also a podcast.
I've been listening to it in the car a lot.
On
Yeah, I know.
Spotify?
Yep.
God, if only anyone had said that in the beginning.